I got to tell you that, first of all, there are two sports that I think happen to be very, very dumb. And the first one is golf. Golf is dumb to me. No, I don't want you housewives clapping because you lose your husband. I want you to, listen to me now. Golf is dumb because you put the ball down. You take the ball out of your pocket, you put it down, and you hit it. Whack! And then you walk after it. Now think about that. You had the ball. Let's take it step by step. You had the ball. It was in your hand. You were home free. And then you put it down. And then you took a stick and beat it away. All right, you didn't want it. But then you went after it again. You say to the guy, what are you trying to do? He said, I'm trying to put it in this hole. So, well, hell, just here, watch this. Plug up. Right, now, the second dumbest thing is watching golf on television. That's dumber yet, because you sit at home with a choice of 7 different channels. And here you are watching. Here's Irving Flees. He's on a birdie par bird over 5. He's par birding underneath the par of the bird, and there's the par bird. He looks like he's doing very well, don't you think, Chuck? Oh, yes, he's really par birding himself very much so. He's par birding. All right, par bird, right. Yes, I think that the par bird, 5 bird par is par bird over 6. Now, Dick, now wait. That isn't so bad. At least there's a guy moving. But watch this. The guy hits the ball, and the camera pans for 30 minutes to nothing but sky. White sky. I got a $1,200 television set, color, and I'm looking at white sky, and there's a ball in there somewhere. I got my face up in the screen, and my wife said, what are you looking at, Dodo? I said, there's a ball in here somewhere. For 30 minutes, they pan up in the sky, man. No trees, at least they could write something, a Coke commercial or something. You're looking for a ball, and then the ball lands, and you don't even see it moving. It's just flat on the grass, and the guy's hand pulling away. I'm telling you. Now, the next dumbest sport is football. Football is dumb. No, okay, oh, you're hissing. You're hissing. Sir, I challenge you. I take for granted that you are a rational man. You tell me that you would enjoy carrying a football and letting a guy rip your leg off. No, sir. Well, then it's dumb. Nobody wants to you can't hear one guy say, I enjoy my nose being over here when it was straight when I was a kid. These knees of mine been operated on 8 times. I love going to the hospital, getting that cartilage moved out. No, it's a dumb sport. It goes against the grain of any man's thinking. I played up until I was 26 years old, and I refused to try out for the New York Giants. I was a comedian in a nightclub and going to Temple University. Emlyn Tennell came up to me and said, you should get off of that stage making $150 a week and come on out here and play football. And I said, you must be drunk. $13,000 a year is not enough to let Jim Brown run over me every other Sunday. It ain't enough to let Gail Sayers let me drop my jock and everything else all over the place. No. Nationwide TV, I go to hit Gail Sayers. He puts a thing on me, whip, whip, and gone, And all the guys in my block say, boy, you really look bad that day, man. It is not enough to let a 268-pound lineman come downhill on a kickoff and mash me into the mud. You got to give me more money than that, man. I'm telling you. And I played for Temple. We lost 27 games in a row. I'm telling you, it was awful. It wasn't my fault because I never carried the ball. I was a fullback, but they never gave it to me. I blocked for the ball carrier. And I had a choice whether I could hit the guy if I wanted to or not. I made that my choice. Because the ball carrier wasn't no great guy anyway. And I always apologized to him when I came back to the huddle, you know, and he understood. I said, look, the guy was really big, man. I mean, let's face it, the guy was big. Did you see him? Of course I saw him. He hit me. Right, all right. No, I'm not going out there and hit no big people. You know. It's like prize fighting. Take a guy like when Sonny Liston was really, boy, he is evil to look at. And you tell me that I would get into a ring and let him, in front of all those people, beat me up? No. I'd get that bottle in the bucket, and he'd have a surprise coming. In the next round, he'd really have a surprise coming, man. It's like football is the only sport where a guy can really break your neck and only get a 15-yard penalty. There are guys out there steal a loaf of bread. You get 6 months. On a football field, you bust the guy's nose at 15 yards, you know, unsportsmanlike conduct. And then they put you back to line up in front of the guy. He's got another shot at you. What was I talking about? Anyway, I played for Temple, and with our team, it was always, whenever we had the ball, always 3rd and 47. I don't care if we just got the ball, you know, 3rd and 47 on you, Owls. Hoot, hoot. 3rd and 47. I remember one time it was 3rd and 47. We were on our own 5-yard line. And the quarterback says, okay, this time, Cosby up the middle. And I said, why? You have never called on me before. You got a trick going or something? Now, in this play, I follow off of the guard's tail. The guard blocks straight ahead. For you ladies, the guard comes out of his stance, and he hits the guy whether he goes this way or that way, whatever way he can move that guy, if he can move him at all. And I cut off his tail this way, or if he's blocking, I cut off his tail that way, you see. And the quarterback give me the ball, hut one, hut two, and I look to the hole, and the guard is pulling. Now, I look to see why he's pulling. And there it is. 6'9", 482 pounds. With no clothes on. Just a helmet and his name, David. Now, I collect myself together. And I'm trying to figure out, you know, I said, now, this is football. Now, why does this guy want to hurt me? And I know he's going to hurt me if he touches me. Why? He doesn't know me. I never said anything to him. Why does he want to hurt me? He doesn't. The guy doesn't want to hurt me. What does he want? He wants the ball. So I give it to him. You should have seen the change that came over that guy when I gave him the ball. He was so happy, man. I turned around and blocked for him. Now, a lot of you purists will say, yeah, but the coach must have benched you for life. Of course he benched me for life. But that bench don't hurt half as much as what that guy would have done to me. Football is dumb.